Listen, I don't know what we're finna talk about today. I never know what we're finna talk about today. I just wing it. I just go on a wing and a prayer.
The power of G will set us free. The power of G will set us free. The power of G, the power of G, the power of G will set us free. The power of G will set us free. The power of G will set us free. The power of G.
What's going on, hussies? How y'all been doing? I feel like I haven't done one of these in... I know it's been a couple of weeks. Bare minimum. And when I say couple, I probably mean like 3. I don't want to say a month, but I feel like it has been like a month. But I'm not sure. I don't know. But before we get started, if you would just do me a quick little favor and hit the... Well, you don't have to like the video just yet. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess go ahead and like it. I don't know. That's what I'll be doing. I just go ahead and like it so that way, you know, whatever. Especially if I know it's going to be a good time. But if you could just go ahead and like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave a little comment, and hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I make a new video. Y'all, the past couple of weeks have been... a lot and not a lot at the same time. So while I feel like there have been some spectacular things that have happened, because I was about to say nothing spectacular has happened, but it absolutely has. I don't know how to really put into words. I think a lot of what happened, so if you are new here, I quit my job at the end of March. I'll probably put that video somewhere. Like, you can find it somewhere, child. I don't know. Sorry, my bad. I got the microphone like literally right here. I have it right here because I want to put it like somewhere where it's coming directly like up to my mouth, which that sounded horrible. So I quit my job around the end of March and I have not found one since. I had one and then some stuff happened and the job ended up falling through. And I kind of think that I have been in a funk ever since then. I'm going to use the word depression. I'm going to say that I have probably been in depression since then. Because it's like it threw me off. And that's why we haven't been doing like vlogs or anything like that. Because part of me is just like, why? And I didn't even realize that this was happening. But then I looked back at my YouTube one day and I was like... Baby, when was the last time you uploaded a video? And I've been doing stuff on TikTok, you know, whatnot. We've been live streaming a lot, which has been absolutely amazing. I'm going to put our live streaming schedule somewhere, like maybe here, well, maybe here. I'm going to put our here, somewhere here. We've been live streaming a lot. We've been on live, and that has helped me. Because I feel like it's giving me something to focus on. But as far as making videos like this, or like Ratchet Charmed, or... I don't know what it is, but it's like my energy just got completely thrown off. And what I'm very grateful for is that I haven't heard those dreaded words. Well, don't speak that on yourself. Because... Anyway... I haven't heard those dreaded words, don't speak that over yourself. And that has helped me a lot because I can't, like every time I say something and somebody be like, well, don't speak that over yourself. I'm like, well, what does that mean? You know, like, what does it mean for me not to speak something over myself that I am feeling? That phrase, when someone tells you that they're depressed or anxious or whatever, I just feel like that's such a weird reaction to have. And I think it's okay to maybe tell someone, like, depending on the situation, and I'm talking about, you know, this person inside and out, to maybe be like, well, how can I help you get out of it? You know, do you feel like you don't ask those kind of questions, like maybe even go so far as to tell them not to like get lost in sadness over something that maybe they can't control, you know, whatever. I can maybe see something like that. But if someone tells you that they're depressed and your response to that is, don't speak that over yourself, I can't. I don't have the ability to handle something like that. That's crazy to me. But anyway, that's a me thing, child. I just find that to be absolutely, like, unnecessary. Anyway, that is so far from what I'm trying to talk about. But there's so many things that it's thrown me off from, like the X-Men finale. Y'all know we have been doing the X-Men podcast, right? And literally I watched it week by week. I think like 9 episodes. And I was so into the story, and I still am. I still have not watched the finale that aired like 2 weeks ago. Or like a week and a half ago. It baffles my mind. It was like my anxiety got so high. I just kept thinking, this is not going to be good. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be. And I just keep thinking, like, Galen, just watch it. Just watch it. Like, I haven't done the podcast about it. I haven't watched it. I'm just, like, it's like my mind almost shut down towards stuff like that. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, I had videos in the works. I had videos that I had started recording. I had one that I just needed to edit, and they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there looking stupid, looking crazy. And I couldn't figure out. And then I got very disappointed in myself, right? So there was one podcast episode that I still need to put out. I haven't recorded that one for X-Men. I haven't even watched X-Men. And I got a Ratchet Charm video. And it's like, I just got very disappointed in myself and started feeling like, what am I doing? But that ties into kind of what I've learned over the past couple of weeks. Because y'all know, the vlog series that I've been doing has kind of been like a little video diary for me. But also one where I can just go back and be like, this is what I have learned. Let me share these little tidbits of wisdom that may not actually be tidbits, but I mean, child, is what it is. One of the biggest things that I really keep getting confirmation on is believing in myself. Like, it's like every time I turn around, I'm getting some kind of confirmation. Not just to believe, there go the air conditioner, y'all, I'm sorry, but it's been hot, so y'all just gonna have to hit the air conditioner. Not even just to believe in myself, but it's been confirmation that this is something that I'm supposed to be doing. And it's been different things, but sometimes it's people, encouraging me. Sometimes it's been something that has come my way to help me, and I just keep getting the reinforcement that this is for me. This is something that I'm supposed to be doing. This is something that I am capable of. It's been a really good feeling. And it's really helped me to get through these kind of dark times because I know that I'm capable. I just have to find that out. And one thing, if you're part of my Patreon and you listen to the behind the scenes podcast that we do, one of the things that I really struggle with sometimes is not feeling like I have anything to talk about. And even if I have a topic planned out, even if I have an outline for it, even if I have whatever, I've had such a hard time I have had such a hard time feeling like I have something to say. And I don't know why. Like, I have no idea why. Sometimes I feel like I'm just rambling and hoping something hits, when that could be the farthest from the truth. Like, I have things to say, but so we do a behind the scenes podcast on Patreon. And when I listen back to it, I'm thinking, I don't have anything going on. In my brain, I'm like, I don't have anything going on to even share. But there are so many ideas I have. There are so many ways that I feel like we're going to be successful. And it's a good hurdle to overcome. It makes me feel like one day when we've made it, I'm going to look back on those times and say, Galen, there was so much good. Why didn't you talk about that? I'm really trying to not take moments for granted because, people, moments, anything like that, because I'm not ever going to get this time of my life back. None of us are. And in you choosing to spend this time with me, baby, I'm trying to give y'all the best of the best. You know what I mean? Like, I want us all to look back on this time and be like, okay, yeah, we can see the growth. I feel like sometimes when people be like, I can see the growth, I feel like that's low key like a little shade, but but while it may be shade, it's true at the same time. You know, sometimes people can look at your stuff and be like, "Ooh, you done came a long way." But you know, that makes like realizing that things get better over time makes me realize time keeps moving. And the reason I say that is sometimes I get so wrapped up in I'm not doing this right. This isn't coming out the way I wanted to, you know, X, Y, and Z. And it hit me one day, like a year from now, I can either have a year's worth of content that has gotten better as time has gone on, or I can have spent a year saying, "Oh, I wish this would get better." You know, like it. I think about last year, and I think about how unhappy I was at my previous job, and then how excited I was to start the other previous job. And all I keep thinking is there were so many things I wanted to create in that time, and I didn't. There were so many things that I wanted to put out, and I didn't. And I feel like we had a good momentum going, but now I want to look back on this time and I want to say, like, dang, I really been cutting up, because just in the past couple of months since I left my job, y'all, when I look back at the content that we've created, but more so the things that we started doing. So we started the Twitch streaming, you know, we started like actually going over a series that's not just one that we've already watched. It's something new. I think about that kind of stuff, and I think about the ways that we're branching out, the way that we've started talking about shows that aren't Charmed, the way that I've been just really, I think, putting myself into the content that I'm making. I'm just like, wow. After, like, it makes me feel good that I could feel like I wasn't doing something. And I know that sounds very strange. For me, what I mean is that I've been putting out so much content in a good way. I don't think I've been overexerting myself. I think I just probably got a little too ambitious, and then, you know, whatever. Anyway, it makes me feel good that I've taken advantage of this time being away. And I didn't just sit back and say, like, oh, well, I wish I could have put out more content. I wish I could. There are things that I wish I, you know, would have done. But as a whole, like even the vlog, this is something that I was not doing before. So for me, I feel like there are ways that I can see that I'm starting to make the brand be what we want it to be. It's right there. It's just right there. And I'm so excited to like just catch it. Oh, not the thumb. Because I'm telling you, hussies, like I got so thrown off after that job fell through. Because I kept thinking, well, what am I going to do now? What's the next step? If I don't have that job, then what do I have? And while I don't fully have the answer to that question just yet, I think I finally realized that, like, I know this is what I want to do, but I think I finally realized that this is something that I genuinely want to throw myself into. I don't really have a choice right now, but I don't know. Because there's still that part of me that's so scared to do it, because I'm like, how am I gonna do this full time? And then I'm like, well, Galen, what other choice do you have right now, darling? I keep telling myself, how can I do this full time? How am I going to be able to such and such and still survive? And I'm like, well, baby, you've been doing it. And it's when I recontextualize things sometimes that it hits me like a ton of bricks what is actually going on. And I think I keep being scared to say that this is what I'm doing full time, because my mindset is I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it between jobs. I am doing it in the moment versus this is what I am doing. And I really think I'm scared to say this is what I'm doing because I don't want people to judge me. I don't want to judge myself. And I don't want to feel like I'm not going to be able to take care of myself ever again. Which is kind of what I feel like. I kind of feel like if I focus on this full time, like, but that's That's literally what I'm doing, is focusing on it full time. And I think that that's part of why I got so disappointed in myself, was because like I'm not doing what I'm doing for work, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, child. Ooh, that gave me goosebumps for some reason. Daylight come and me one go home. And it really is teaching me to stop feeling sorry for myself. And because I get really bad, I think sometimes, about hyper fixating on the fact that I haven't done something versus just doing it. And am I saying that it's just easy and you can just make yourself do something? No. What I mean by that is it's making me realize, like, okay, either I can do it, or I can talk about how I wish I had done it. And that goes for everything. That's not just about content. It's about everything. It's about, do I want to wake up today and say, oh, I wish I had gone to the store. Oh, I wish I had, little things like that. For me as a person, that's how I view life sometimes, is I don't do things and then I say, oh, I wish I had done this. Well, just do it, baby. It's like, do I want to say that I tried and it just didn't go right? Or do I want to say, I wish I had? No, I just want to say, like, I tried, it didn't work out, and so here we are. But anywho, so there are a couple of things. We are focusing more on Patreon at this point. The TikTok live has been absolutely amazing. The reason that I really want to focus on Patreon is because I feel like it is more of a centralized location. It's something where I can share information with everyone at one time. And when we do early access to videos, it's not going to be like, oh, well, I have to try to figure out how to share it over here, share it over there. That's why we really want to try to consolidate on Patreon. So if you are one of my TikTok live supporters and you would like to head on over to the Patreon, and if you want to switch from supporting me on TikTok to Patreon, then that's perfectly fine. You are more than welcome to do so. I would never ask someone to double dip, and I would never ask someone to be on both platforms, because that is a lot, and I appreciate the support either way, so it does not matter to me, because for me it's an either or thing. I mean, if you want to do both, then hey, baby, listen, I'm not gonna stop you. I just want everyone to kind of be in one place on Patreon, so that way we can know what's going on all at one time. And our Patreon, baby, we got a lot happening over there too. We're doing a behind the scenes vlog. That's where our Twitch replays have been. And the Twitch replays are only available for my Patreon subscribers. There's one that I am putting in, like, chopping it in pieces and putting it here on YouTube. Because, baby, that was so messy. If you have not seen our Twitch Let's Play, or whatever, where we made the charmed ones in The Sims, oh my God, it is so messy. When I tell you, it is unbelievably messy. It is unnecessarily messy. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been tuning in. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been encouraging me with that series, because that has been something that's been so fun. And even though, like, my internet isn't the greatest, it's been fun being on there and coming up with the storylines. It's been a hoot of a good time. And I also want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. I want to say thank you to everyone who has just taken time out of their life to encourage me, to support me. Thank you to everyone who is a Patreon subscriber, to everyone who is a TikTok live subscriber. Just thank you to everybody who... You don't have to take time out of your life to listen to me. You sure as hell do not have to take money out of your pocket to support me, and you still do. So I just want to say how much I appreciate that. And I want to say how I pray that I'm able to make you proud. And I promise you, like, I'm trying my hardest. We have such an amazing community, and one thing about it, baby, when we come together, that's like, and when I say come together, I mean come together in one place. I mean come together to get something done, come together to help somebody. Baby, listen, So if you would like to support me on Patreon, you can find the link in my bio. You can also find the link to our Twitch stream, where we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon. I really hope that I see you there. Thank you everyone for just tuning in and listening and just sitting here with me and chilling for a little bit. I'll see y'all in the next vlog, which, when is it coming out? That's a great question. And I feel like you're being messy by asking it. I really do. I feel like you're being messy. I feel like you're trying to play in my face because you know I don't know. No, I'm gonna try to do every week. I feel like I can do every week. I feel like every week ain't gonna be that bad. I really do. I feel like every week ain't gonna be that bad. Yeah. Don't make me promise that. I'm gonna say we're gonna try to do regularly. And then I'm gonna leave it vague. I'm gonna say regularly, and then it'll be like every 2 weeks or something. And people are gonna be like, "Well, I thought you said you were gonna do these vlogs regularly." And I thought you were gonna mind your business because I said regularly. That doesn't mean every week. But anyway, I'll see y'all hussies around the river bend. Bye.
G will set us free.